So really quickly, let's just talk about the elephant in the room. So yeah, we've talked about personal brand, but why is it so important? Like, why do I need to invest in it now? And you know what? Some people will argue they don't need it, but I completely disagree because almost every little thing that you're doing right now is contributing to create that image of your personal brand. So even when you don't realize it, the way you talk, the way you're interacting with people, what you're posting on social media, the way you even talk to a waiter at a restaurant, all comes together to create your persona and essentially your personal brand. But what I have here, I have 6 things, all right, 6 things of the 6 reasons for why a personal brand is extremely important. And one of the best things about it is that if you have a really strong personal brand, you're really presenting yourself as an authority in whatever niche that you're working in, right? Whether you are new or you've been in the industry for 6 years, having a strong personal brand and an image that is put together makes you look like you got your shit together. So if they're gonna put you and compare you against like another person that is doing something similar in your niche, because you look professional and you look like you know what you're doing, they'll probably pick you. Honestly, they'll probably pick you. With really good branding and brand positioning, you can become an authority in a niche, even though you are completely brand new in it. And that will give you so much power to accelerate the growth of your business, especially in the beginning. So it's very, very powerful. And then the second thing it helps with, which this basically touches on, is when your messaging is aligned and when your buyer knows exactly what you are doing, your brand will do the closing for you. Your personal brand and your brand will literally close sales for you because they'll look at a website, they'll look at your Instagram and be like, wow, this person has been doing this for a very long time. They look like they got their shit together. I trust them. A brand really, really builds trust. And if you do it right and you have testimonials, you have screenshots of the results that you've done, you're posting about all the stuff that you know about, positioning yourself as an authority, boom, it's already closed. Like the deal is closed because they trust you and they see that you can deliver. So really, with a personal brand or a brand, when you have all your messaging aligned, laser focused, talking about the one thing that is top of mind of your ideal client, they're gonna say, holy shit, this person knows exactly what I need and what I need help with, and I'm gonna work with them. So that's 2 things. And then the third thing is it helps you build trust and credibility. Like you can see they're all very intertwined and they all help each other. Like your personal brand is going to position you as someone people can trust, someone who is credible. You didn't just like slap together a website overnight or from like the 1990s. It's completely outdated and nothing works. Like with a really clean personal brand that resonates with your audience and is speaking their exact language, they trust you. Like how many of you have seen like those infomercial products like, oh, this is the shake weight, or you've hit a sales funnel on ClickFunnels and it just looks like absolute trash and you're like, this is an absolute internet scammer. Like you're a scammer, I don't trust you. Right? Even though they might have had an incredible product, they look like a scam and you don't want to work with them. But imagine if your branding is very, very, it's specific to your audience, it is clean, it is modern, it is consistent, and not just like, oh, I just get really frustrated when I see really poor design. But you know what I mean? Like when it all looks good, you trust it. When I go into an Apple store and I see those happy faces, I fucking trust that they're gonna take care of me. I go on their website, the customer service, every single thing, every step of the process is perfect. They build trust, they make us feel like it's easy. I would only wanna work with them, right? And you wanna do the same thing in your business and with your brand, is just make everything so easy, so trustworthy, so credible that people have no problem working with you, spending time with you, or giving you money. And then the third thing is this kind of idea of you're building social credit here, right? A personal brand is the one thing that you can take with you always. So a lot of us are leveraging different platforms to like grow our businesses. So using Facebook or Instagram or YouTube, right? And the authority that you've created with that audience there is a social credit that you can take away and use somewhere else. You can take that and redeem it on your own website when you ask people to, hey, come buy my product on my website. They've already trusted you from the content that you give them on YouTube, Facebook, wherever, and then they take that and then they say, well, if his free stuff is so good, then his paid stuff will be good. So you're kind of using that credit to transfer it to your own products. And then the worst case is like if you got your accounts terminated, you lost your ads account on Facebook, you lost your YouTube account, then what? What are you going to do with this audience? You don't have one, which is why having a personal brand where people love you and not just your product and whatever it is you might be selling, they'll follow you to the next thing you work on. Gwyneth Paltrow, she was an actress, people loved her, and then she started Goop. Now she even has a Netflix series for Goop. That's crazy, and you take that audience everywhere you go. Paris Hilton got massively famous on television, and now she has her own clothing line, her perfume line. You know, you take that, and you grow, and you do whatever the fuck you want, and there are no limits to that potential. It's amazing. And then the fifth thing is that once you have built this really strong personal brand and people know who you are, they're able to paint an image of you really easily and explain it to other people. And then automatically people will know, do I want to work with this person or not? So for example, if I asked you, describe Oprah or Ellen DeGeneres, you'd be able to do that because you know, you've watched so much of their content, you've heard so much about them that you can already paint a picture in your head of who they are. Or maybe you can describe them with 4 words. So when you've hit that point in your branding that it's so consistent that when it comes to Ellen, you're like, oh, she's super funny. She loves to like prank people. She's very vulnerable and she loves to give. She's very generous, right? And immediately someone would be able to say, wow, I love her. And they paint this picture in their head of what it would be like to spend time with this person or work with this person. So with a personal brand, people don't even have to have seen any of your content or have ever met you, but they could be able to look at a picture of you, watch a 5-minute video of you and be like, fuck yes, I know what this person is like and I want to work with them. And it's so powerful when you can use a personal brand to help people make decisions. And that where it comes back to consistency, right? Confused buyers do not buy. And you don't want them to be confused. If your branding and your messaging is always different, they don't know what you do, and it's very confusing. So with a strong personal brand, it makes it so easy for them to make a decision because they know that, oh, okay, this person is the expert for this, so I only want to go to them for that. It's like the analogy that people always use of if you had like a brain aneurysm, you would go to a brain surgeon. You wouldn't go to your general GP doctor and ask him to do it, because you know this guy's a specialist and that is what he's good at, right? When you have a really strong personal brand, people know exactly what you're good at and why they should come to you. And then this brings me to my last point of when you're very clear with your brand and who you are only going to attract the people that want to work with you, aka your ideal clients, because you've created an image and you're so clear with what you are and who you resonate with that you're gonna automatically polarize people. Think about Grant Cardone or Gary Vee, right? They are so bold in their own way that immediately, if you're someone who's a bit of like a puss, like you're not gonna be attracted to Gary Vee and you're not gonna work with them. So anybody that comes your way is already like a qualified lead and they wanna work with you. So a really, really strong personal brand will help you attract your ideal client and prevent you from wasting more time talking to leeches that just want to mooch from you and ask you for your free time and actually do not want to work with you. So really quickly, those 6 things were alignment with your messaging, which will make it easier for you to close. It will present you as an authority. It'll build trust and credibility. You are building social credit that you can use towards building other products or businesses. And when you have a very clear brand image, people know exactly what you do and they will tell other people what you do and they can paint a visual picture of who you are and you build that instant connection. And finally, it'll help you attract your ideal clients and repel the people that will waste your time. So I hope I had clarified that for you in this short video, and that you have some things to think about, and for you to just do a really quick audit on your own brand and how you can improve it and make it more consistent so that you show up the way that you want to be seen by your clients, so that you attract the right people into your life. So I hope that helps, and please subscribe. I want to be releasing 30 days of videos just like this, all about brand. And I'm going to do another one with like an actual brand audit of like how you can go through your own personal brand and audit it and see what you need to change. Okay, all right. That is all I wanted to say today. So have an incredible day, and go watch more YouTube videos and go down that YouTube hole.